Hello, how's it going? Welcome back. Hello, how's it going? Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. What the hell? This is a ruined intro now, but I'm not gonna throw it out because that has a little spice. It's like the imperfections in a diamond. Maybe you want a perfect diamond. I don't. And what's something that you don't want to be perfect and the same every time? The first thing that came to my mind is the roads, but no, I do want the roads to be consistent and good, but I live in a place where the roads are not that. I live in Michigan, famous for bad roads. Anyway, how you doing? I'm not doing too bad. It's 7:30 p.m., not a.m. I'm never awake at 7:30 a.m. But I got a little time. I got don't have a stream tonight. We're doing a movie night tonight. I'm just gonna play some Monster Train. I've mostly finished up all my projects. I got like a midterm or two to knock out, but otherwise I'm good for a few days, so I got some time. We can get some Monster Train. Seems good. For solgard today. I was thinking about it after yesterday's episode a little bit. I think that maybe my least favorite champion is Wendy Boy now, Mr. Wendleton. It's him or Stygian? It's him or Tethys. It's like I feel like every run of his it's all the same to me. They're all fine. Like he is okay. But in the Divinity, you don't want okay, you want good. But it's a long discussion for another time. I feel I may want to go through and re-tier list all the champions at some point in a few months, because as I play this game, my opinions of everyone changes. But I'm happy to be away from tier listing for a bit. We did a lot of them. Yeah, we did. How many tier lists did we do? We did the 6 clan combo tier lists. Cranberry, Dusk, and I. I think Cranberry and I did champions, and I think we did starters. I think Dusk joined us for starters. I'm pretty sure Dusk joined us for starters. I don't know if Dusk joined us for the champions list though. We did champions. Yeah, I remember saying that. I think Dusk was there for that, the champions list. I think we did the champions list just so I could make some hot take about Tethys. Maybe not. Maybe I'm misremembering. Anyway. Let me ask you a good old-fashioned question here, and let's begin the run. How's that sound? This is a good start, by the way. This is a good combo. Thank you, Monster Train. Today's question. I outsourced this question to Twitch chat 2 days ago, but then I encountered good discussion questions ahead of the recording. However, today I do not have one. So this is a Twitch chat question. Shout out Nosen for this question. This one was what's something on TV that you really hate? It's a good question because it's a very wide-reaching question. There's a lot of things that you can see on TV, and you can extend this a bit because I know a lot of people in this day and age don't have or watch TV, so you could extend this to YouTube or something like that. Yeah, if you really want to roast me, you could say these Monster Train videos. That would be a good one. For me personally, there is something that I used to watch just kind of passively because it was on where I was, and that's The View. I could spend probably 30 minutes talking about how much I don't like The View. The View, if you are unaware, is a talk show. Yeah, I guess it's like a daytime talk show. They have really mediocre takes. They have takes on the level of does anyone think that killing's wrong, and then the crowd goes wild. But yeah, give me some examples of things like that that you don't like on TV. I can see some ads. There were some ads that I feel like got ran a lot, which is what you could extend to YouTube. I remember seeing that Mad Max ad so many times when Fury Road came out. God, that thing was everywhere. Anyway, let's start the run, shall we? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Today it's Exile Stygian, Exile Wurmkin. We got Rage Talos, Shadow Arcus, Chase Seraph, Titan's Gratitude, Echo Infusion, Guardian Stone. Like I said, this is a good start. Echo Infusion, good card to start with for solgard. We can probably play Cold Channel, actually. I'm interested in playing some Cold Channel. The drop cage in this clan combo is almost worthless. There's one spell that drop cage will work on. That is Siren Song. I'll take Faulty Loader as a result. If I play Cold Channel, Faulty Loader has a little bit of downside to it, but I'm gonna play Cold Channel. So I said I think that I don't like Wendleton the most. I think that Dire Channel Solgard is the worst singular champion path in the game. I would rather play anything else. I despise this path. There is no universe where I would click it. I'd rather lose a run with Cold Channel than play that, honestly. My distaste for it is grand. Mark of Invasion is whatever. I'm not gonna take it because we have Cold Channel. We gotta play slow and then let Cold Channel do its thing. We wanna ping off these enemies as they show up. Yeah, I mentioned in yesterday's episode I'm preparing for Darkest Dungeon. And a few people, or by a few people I mean I saw one person give me a comment, "Oh, you don't attack, you fool! Ah!" I beat myself up enough for that one. But someone dropped an idea for a thumbnail, and I wanted to say if you have any, or even if you just think you have a good idea for a thumbnail, or even if you think you have a bad idea for a thumbnail idea, please do send them over, send them my way, because this Monster Train thumbnail that I use, as I said I think last time, this was an idea from a viewer. So mostly I just outsource all of my ideas to you guys because you're all very smart. And so if you have any good ideas, please do let me know. And this is you know, this combat should have been about 50 gold better, and maybe that will make a massive difference over the course of the run. Maybe being short 50 gold ruins this run, but it happens like that sometimes. Interesting choice here. Chase Seraph, not that strong of an enemy to take Unnamed Tome into. However, Unnamed Tome is very good. Flash Freeze is purple, and it's really good for the early game. I think that the purple card that is extremely strong for the next 2 floors and then kind of falls off is going to be a little bit better than the card that doesn't do much until like combat 5, 6, 7 most likely. So I'm going to go Flash Freeze. That's my feeling here. I like Bounding Echoes a lot. I think any run where you start with Echo Infusion or Echo Transfer, you want to click Bounding Echoes. Or just any run where you have Echo Infusion, Echo Transfer, but you don't have purple, I should say. Quick 510 and Incant Armor 2. Siren of the Sea. I'm not going to play Siliphyte. Siren of the Sea for sure. If I buy this Runestone, I can re-roll and I can take the money in the middle if it's multi-strike. There's a very small chance that I won't be able to afford because of if this costs 120, but I'm just gonna, if this is multi-strike and it costs 120, it is just a tragedy. Yeah, it's not multi-strike, it's large stone. So not much is lost. We are going to the steel shop in the next ring, so I am going to take the boons anyway. Divine boons. Doesn't it feel like that should just be Divine Boon? Or are they counting all of the gold in the pile as each one is a boon, so that's 100 boons? Well, anyway, I'm looking for Hot Shark here, so I'm gonna take the trial. Hot Shark, very good pickup. From here, though, we have a pretty straightforward victory plan. Going to remove Train Steward, going to find multi-strike for the Siren, and that's basically it. That's the whole plan. Can I ever kill the Spikes enemy here? I have to draw Titan's Gratitude, right? Like, or Echo Break 3, 4, or 2, 3 is 5. It's like Echo Break plus one other purple card could get it, I think, right? Because it's your 9? No, I guess not. I'm gonna take the Incant. Yeah. I think you go... Oh, you could Echo Break your own Solgard here. This is something I didn't think about. I don't think you can ever get enough, though, where you kill this Conduit Redirector, right? I don't think so. I'm just going to take a little bit of damage here, and we're going to call that acceptable. You're gonna take, I guess, yeah, I'm gonna take like 2 extra damage because I played that first train steward out, right? Not the end of the world. Just tried to find the answer to fix it, and there was not one that I could find. And that's alright. You know, in these episodes, I don't play perfectly, and that's fine. Honestly, if you want to watch Monster Train played perfectly, you should just be watching Dusk. Dusk's on something like an 85 game win streak or something ridiculous like that. I bring you these runs, but I bring them to you quicker. I play alright, we have like a 50 to 60% win rate, but sometimes I make small mistakes like that. And those are mistakes that I think it's okay to make because they're not run ending. Usually. In a majority of runs, being down 2 or 3 HP more than I should have been isn't going to kill me. This is an interesting question of offering token versus Crystallis. My first instinct was to snap offering token, but I think Crystallis is better. Yeah, I think the damage spell is worth more, even though this is a free incant and we're playing incants. I think it's better to go Crystallis. Purple Echo Infusion is an incant that gives +10. This card is pretty nuts. Alternatively Shelter, but this is Consume. This is free incants. Pretty easy pick. These cards are bad. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. These are bad. Kinho's Carapace is terrible. Nameless Siren. She's not bad, but she's not good into Chase Seraph. And the main idea for this sort of a run is Cold Channel Solgard lays out Frostbite in Relentless, and then you have a big wall of stats. Like, you have a bunch of health on a Siren behind him, and that's your Relentless idea. And that works, right? I don't need Shark for this. I'd rather do Self-Infused Siren of the Sea. Armor Shark, that is. So, none of these do anything. That's a shame, but not the end of the world. We took boons so we could go to the Steel Shop with the Multi-Strike. Endless plus 25 armor 2. It's a shame that there is no Hot Shark in our deck. No Multi-Strike, what a shame. It's all just a darn shame, isn't it? Spell Chain? You could do Spell Chain Echo Infusion. This card's pretty good to Spell Chain, actually. I haven't been taking Spell Chain all that often. I should do this. You can do like Spell Chain Holdover on that. That card's kind of strong. And by kind of, I mean that card's really strong. Abandon Stave. I haven't won with the Calcified Ember yet. Not the Calcified Ember, but the card you get from it, I should say. And that's mostly because when I'm presented with this, I usually just click Abandon Stave. What do you do with, like, what do I do with this? The longer that I've played, the more that I feel like this really only serves one purpose, this Calcified Ember, and that's to play an infinite. And I don't think it's very good. Like, this infinite became significantly less viable in the DLC. You used to be able to play it with Stygian Melting, because Melting has all those drags you could get to it. But I really don't think that this is viable anymore. Because let's consider it real quick, shall we? The idea behind this, if you don't know, these Calcified Embers become the Excavated Ember. The Excavated Ember is the 0 energy, consume +2 energy, draw a card. So if you put remove consume minus, yeah, or actually just remove consume, right? You just remove consume those and you have 2 of them. And then as long as you have all 10 cards in your deck, in your hand, you can play those forever. The problem with that is I have to get this deck down to exactly 10 cards after playing everything out, and 2 of them are these Calcified Embers. So currently my deck is 1, 2, and after consumes and unit plays, right? It's 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 16, 17, 18, 19. So to make this infinite viable, you have to make, 11 removals happen? And you can't add any more cards to this deck. So this deck, as it sits, can take 0 new cards and has to make 9 removals. And you have to find remove consume, right? Like, it doesn't seem viable anymore to make that happen. So I am going to take Abandon Stave. The extra energy is good, and it just means we take double draw. Well, no, we take draw space, right? You take draw space, this is just a free energy relic, and you remove the staves. What are they called? The shards. I think they're called shards. Vengeful Shard, yeah. Okay. with all that thinking out of the way, I feel like my runs tend to aggregate all of their thinking pre-Talos, and then post-Talos we just kind of let it rock. Shame that I can't play this Echo Infusion. These guys don't scare me at all. I can play for incants here. These enemies shouldn't do any damage to me. Alright. Guardian Stone, you know, I'm not singing his praises, but Guardian Stone's doing something here. My man's helping out. He's doing his part. 50-50 foregone power? Fuck you. Piece of shit. This is Rage Talos, right? Yeah, so this is kill your units Talos. Yeah, right? Like, yeah. That seems right. I was thinking maybe... I guess technically it's better to put that into Talos, but we're gonna work on, instead of working on incanting, we're gonna make sure we don't take 1,000,000 damage from clergymen here, because those clergymen will fuck you up. These guys walk up doing 5s, but you want to be looking ahead at them. I also want to be looking ahead at stopping damage here. I'm gonna get hit by these Forged Disciples. I want to look ahead at the clergymen on the middle floor now, though. These guys are big boys. I'll just Crystallis them, probably. Although if I Crystallis here, maybe I get the kill. It's like, it's not worth it though, because here's the situation. If I Crystallis up here, I'm going to let this guy walk up doing 7 times 2. And sure, I can kill him, but what about the enemies behind him, right? I can wipe this wave out by playing Crystallis, guaranteed. It's an opportunity cost thing, and I could sit here and suss out if or if not I can save damage here, but for the most part I'm taking 2 damage, so I can just take that 2 damage and put myself into the position where this play makes the most sense. That's my feeling on that one. Like, now I win this fight guaranteed, and there's a chance if I don't kill those guys off that I take 1,000,000 damage, basically. Those guys could just fucking ruin you. That clergy wave does what, 14? That wave did 29. And that's scary. That's a big number. Alright. Good opening for Cold Channel Solgard, though. He's gonna do great on bosses. I would like to find multi-strike on this run, but we can probably live without it. Harness the Titan does actually nothing, but it's 1 energy, it's purple, and it incants. It does something, right? It's +5 magic power to spells in hand. We have Echo Break, that's something. However, echoes of the past, right? That's what I want to really think about here. I don't think, I think it's bad because my Echo generation isn't that good, and this is probably going to lead to me adding like 24-ish to a single Siren twice over the course of a fight. Maybe 30. Say this represents a total of 60 damage added to a Siren. 30 on the first pass, 30 on the second pass, right? That's in your best case. That's not that much. Like, I know it sounds like a lot, but that's really not that much when you think about how much damage we actually have to represent on these enemies, and it's on a single Siren. I'd rather take the purple Harness the Titan. Flare Minder. Damn. Could play this guy. I'm not going to. I've played the Infused Siren onto a sweeper idea before. It's just awkward. I'm gonna mute myself. I need to move my chair in. That one I probably could have gotten away without muting. It wasn't that big of a slam. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna play Cold Channel Solgard Siren, and I'm gonna be a loyalist to this idea, and we're gonna throw in some good damage spells, and that's gonna be our game plan. And I don't think I need the second Siren yet. But if I don't take it, yeah, but like, yeah. So we go Hellvent and we self-infuse Siren here. And then we just search a steel shop for multi-strike again. I don't need this Hellvent. So I don't need to make the extra Siren until before Seraph, I don't feel. Maybe it would be smarter to go to the magic shop first. I can go to this magic shop. It's like... It's interesting on the pathing front. You get the Siren Infusion now, and you get the removals now. Or you wait a ring, you go to this magic shop, and we can get the Stygian banner. And then over here we get a Caverns instead of Higher Health. Yeah, it's got to be better to go right here, right? We have to wait an extra ring to get the Siren Infuse, but we might just get it here, and we get to go to the magic shop now, and we get a Caverns later. I think that's a little better. Move consume, plus 20 consume, and -1. Nah, wrong Siren. Nameless Siren. Sad. Would have been cool, though. But coming over here, we get to put some -1s down, which aren't that good, actually. You got Extreme Stone or plus 10 piercing here. Value Stone. Value Stone's alright, you put it on Crystallis. That's fine. And I want a -1 on Harness the Titan. I don't really want to put plus 20 consume down. Actually, it's okay on Titan's Gratitude. 125 a single time is fine. I'm gonna reroll. Hold over. I think the best card to hold over here is Echo Infusion. What about a holdover Harness the Titan? You ever think about this? This is kind of like... It's like... It's not good. It's just not good. I'm gonna hold over the Echo Infusion. I've thought about it a little more. I think it's bad. I think that if all of my cards were attuned, it would be good, but that's obviously not the case. I'll put Flash Freeze on -1 first. If I had like a Crypt Builder or something as my idea, or an Ancient Synergy, something like that, I might consider that further. Because the idea is not terrible. You get an Incant and an Echo every turn, and you get to beef up your spells every turn, but I don't think I have the density of spells to make it work. It's interesting though, it's an idea. I don't want to take this trial. I think that +6 will kill Solgard and then by extension kill me. Don't forget I want to pick up some removals somewhere along the line too. Keep that in the pocket. We gotta remember the old, oh wow, these enemies are big. Oh no. They are very scary. And we're just gonna bank on Frostbite doing it to him, I guess. 90. Yeah, wow, this is not looking good. Okay. That collector is never getting caught. No chance. Yeah, I guess I should have realized this enemy wasn't gonna die easily. I have to do this, right? I have to play Echo Break on Solgard, which is fine. It's not optimal, but he has the health to support this, and then it's okay. What are you at? You're at 65? You're at 110 minus 55, that's... Is that 65? No, that's 55. You're at 55. You're gonna hit me twice. I'm gonna play this Echo Infusion at least once, right? There's no doubt about that. And I'm gonna play this Train Steward here. 59, but you're at 120. That puts you at 61. 61 with 13. You're gonna hit me twice. Yeah. So if I play this Echo Infusion, you're still gonna hit me twice. So no matter what, I'm taking 10 here. I think I might have been able to play one more. Strong might have. That's gonna hurt a lot. Yeah, if I could pick up like... This is a Stygian run where I have no damage spells, so I just have no damage, right? If I had some good damage spells, we'd be chilling. But I don't, and so my Pyre's taking a beating. But that's okay, I have faith that the game is not gonna forsake me. We're gonna get a multi-strike, or we're gonna get some good damage spells. We're gonna get something, right? Ice Storm maybe, or... multi-strike maybe, like... something. Because we took like 40 damage here. But look at how much health Solgard has. That's the light in the murk here. I'm not gonna touch this. It's fine. When the enemies hit multiple times, it's good, of course. That's our ideal. Alternatively, we could fish for relics here. and we could look for dazed enemies, or at the altar. At the event. Fucking altar? What game am I playing? If it took 40. At the event, we could see blood for blood, which would be good. Yeah, Frenzied Swarm is terrible here. This card is just horrible. Titan's Tooth is, like, it's not good, but I think we need to do something. Or we're going to die in the next combat. So I'm bound to click Titan's Tooth. These cards aren't very good. Could play Forced Contamination, maybe? Melee Weakness 3 onto a heavy just kills it. Let's try Forced Contamination here. I never take this card. Maybe I should respect it more. Yeah, I'm gonna go right. We're gonna follow the plan through. I'm just not sure. Like, I have to stay committed to it, though. Hope for the best. Train Steward, I believe, is worse than Vengeful Shard. In most of these combats, we only draw through the deck one time, so... Train Steward's just worse. Hey, it's Blood for Blood. Incredible. What a world. Yeah, I'll just take it. The problem is that it's when your pyre kills a unit, not when a unit dies in the pyre room. As much as I want to click this Divine Horde, I think you cannot. If there's double incan in there, shit, dude. Sucks to suck. But I don't think it's in there, and I'm just gonna leave. Harvesters of Death. Well, on the bright side, in this run in this situation where everything's grim, at least we fight an easy combat here. We're low on pack shards, which is good. I'm glad I did not take those pack shards. The Mark of Invasion theoretically heals me. If the first tank is infused, we lose, and I'm just gonna be mad. Monster Train. I'm 40 pack shards. Monster Train. That's alright. So I don't heal much from these guys because of the Siren, right? The trial just doesn't really negatively affect me that much. It's fine. Like, if I play 0 spells up here, I will heal 2. It's really not that worth it. So, as a result, we're going to come down here and we're going to start working on this. That guy does 15, so I have to bring him in the range of dying in 2 hits. That is our goal. Do not kill that collector. Don't put a train steward in front of him. I am just going to throw... Yeah, I'm just gonna throw down a foregone power. It's like... It's alright. I'd like to be incanting the Siren more, but I can't let these sycophants give bonus damage. I mean, really, if I lose to this, it's just a real shame. That's all you can say. It looks like perhaps Forced Contamination can save us here. Maybe not save us, but it can. I think that'll actually let me live. Yeah, okay. We're only gonna take 15 off of that, and we heal 5 of it back, so that's a 10 heal. I'll take it. Or not a 10 heal. That's only 10 damage though. You know what, Monster Train? Fuck you, but also fine. I'll take it. All right, sure. This overcharged tank scares me quite a bit. He's a big problem, and like they're all big problems, but I can Titan's Gratitude away one and Crystallis the other. So, like, I'm gonna take damage from one of these guys, right? It's how it has to be. We don't want it to be this one, and I think it's best for it to be this overcharged tank that I leave, and I will flash freeze him as a result. And then you Titan's Gratitude this guy to death. Of course you discard the spell. That's just how it goes. I did not draw Crystallis. Haha. Alright. Alright, Monster Train. Alright, alright, alright. It's weird because I really don't want to kill this Clip Defender now. Right? Like, I don't want to play Titan's Gratitude into it. And so I won't. I want to let it go up because it represents heal for 5. Yeah, and we only take 2 for that. Blood for Blood's gonna recover us from the brink of disaster here. The edge of a nightmare. Titan's Tooth also doing very good things for us. We're going to live, it looks like. Ouch. Ouchie. But we are alive, and now I just find multi-strike, and the run is ballin'. Kind of, not really, but we're alive. I have danced along the razor's edge through this mid-game, and we have lived. Despite Monster Train throwing that one fucker at me, it's okay. Only took 23 damage there, so what are you really complaining about? Purple Preserve is pretty good. It's just a free incant, right? And, like, obviously I would prefer to pick a damage spell here, but the game's not showing me any of those, so I will click Preserve. Ancient Resonance is good. This card's really good. And we're gonna go to the Steel Shop. I'm going to be walking into Arcus at 16 HP, but it's Curse, so it shouldn't be too bad. Oh, Founding Seal Vapor Funnel. Oh, okay, okay. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. I think Founding Seal is a little better than Vapor Funnel. Vapor Funnel's strong, but because of Cold Channel, we're never gonna let enemies walk into our Pyre Room that are, like, every enemy below 15 HP dies to solgard, right? 100% they die. And so it's better to try and superpower our Sirens up, I feel, with Founding Seal. And I think that should save us. If I live Arcus, I think we win this run. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Huge. Huge. I'm gonna wait, though, on the temple. Unless there's something cool in the caverns. Also Rail Spike? Yeah, sure. Got out the Train Steward. Let me look ahead a little bit here. So we have a temple here, a temple here, a temple here. I believe the best idea is to wait. Yeah, I think the best idea here is to wait. Not take the 25. The -2 is... you know what? The -2 is pretty tempting, though. We put -2, we go to 55. We take the 25 here after Arcus is dead, or here, potentially. Yeah, probably here, actually. We do 25 and 15, so we take 40 here. I'm gonna... If I take another 15, I go over by 5 on the Divinity. I think that's okay, though. I think another Value Stone is... you know, I have 5 energy. I don't need this. I'm effectively at 80 right now, because I take 40 when I do an Infuse and Duplicate. So... I'm gonna sit on 40 pack shards, and I'm gonna stay low, going into a, 16 HP boss fight. Not what I like to see, but I'm gonna buy a removal on Train Steward, and we're gonna, I'm gonna buy another removal. I'm gonna bring out a foregone power. I know what you're thinking. Remove a Vengeful Shard, but you want to remove those together. Otherwise, you're just handicapping yourself. You'd rather go. You want to be 5 energy 4 blights, or you want to be 4 energy 2 blights, for sure. You never want to be 4 energy 3 blights, because that's gross. So, yeah, let's go. I'm going to do this. We're going to take 10 here. We're going to take 35. No, we're going to take 50 here, right? 35 and 15? Yeah. Okay. Let's do it. I believe we will want to play... Let's see. Yeah, with that, I think we want to play top floor, right? With the abandoned stave, we just chill, take it easy, top floor. I do want to put... I want to put, like, Siren down here. And I want to play cards out to weaken and ideally just break the next wave. and that should be doable. Throw Crystallis at it and it's done. I don't know, maybe we keep the Deadweight in hand. Yeah, cool. It's good to freeze cards like Deadweight like this, because now I don't have to draw it again when I reshuffle, most likely. Unless it gets discarded here, but it doesn't. And yeah, I think this run, it's funny that on this run, the run where I talked about it probably not mattering if you're off by 1 or 2 HP, this is the run that really was a game, like this was the run of 1 or 2 HP, so, you know. What am I doing? It's alright. You know what? No, I should do it. Drawing that Deadweight again isn't that big of a punishment. Yeah, no Incant Shard is really nice. I would have liked to have played out the Guardian Stone, but that's not meant to be. For a second there, I thought that I didn't grab Echo Transfer. I thought I just put a bunch of damage on Solgard there. Thought I like Flash Froze him or something on accident. That would have been silly. Yeah, we have 24 Incants credited now. Wait. Was that 4 energy? Huh. I thought I couldn't play this Titan's Tooth, but I guess I can. There's an argument that it's bad, because I'm putting less Frostbite on the Arcus overall, but I don't think it matters. I think it's fine. Things to remember here. Do not forget to take space now. Yeah, don't forget to take space. That's it. Remember space. Let's sit forward. I've been sitting. My posture has been bad lately. I remember a little while ago I was talking about trying to work on my posture and sit better. Yeah, that's gone. I'm bad again. It's like I never left. Wow. Yeah, okay, I've been underestimating force contamination quite a bit. That just kills. Incredible. This 29 attack unit with a little assist from force contamination just sent that enemy to hell. I guess he was already in hell, technically. I'm not playing Guardian Stone. Why not? I don't want to. That's the whole reason. Yeah, I know. I mean, we're good. You know, my feelings have changed a lot lately. I used to feel like runs died before Daedalus or died at Seraph, and that was it. It's not really the case. I was wrong. I've had a lot of runs recently that have been dropping in combats 4 and 5. Not so much in 6. I don't usually die to Arcus or Fel, but there's some situations where it'll happen. Take Deep Offering here, maybe. It's like, not bad. I'm gonna have 4 energy, which is worth thinking about, but I think it's fine. Remember space. But yeah, specifically Crystal Cloak can rob you. You hear my fan? I don't think my mic probably isn't picking that up, or if it is, it's only picking it up when I talk. My fan is like making a weird grinding noise. Maybe you can't hear it and I'm just talking about nothing. But if you do hear it, that's what that is. This is my fan making a weird grinding noise in the background. It usually doesn't last too long. I'm sure it's nothing. Remember, we need to take 10 pack shards here. Plus 10 piercing is great for Ancient Resonance. 10 pack shards here. We do the infusion and the duplicate here, and that puts us at 90, and then I take whatever 10. Why don't I infuse here? I mean, just, you know, I want to play 2 Sirens on the floor with Solgard primarily. And we get Cold Channel 3. And we get... I don't really need anything here. Sadly, it's all steel shops from here on, but that's alright. Yeah, let's go. You could make a case for going left there, but what event? I mean, the melee weakness on strike event is the one that I would want. Answer. I'm not disrespecting Shade Wings. I think that they will kill Solgard. I think if I take that trial, I get Solgard killed. I think that's bad. Bad to take. I should play Bounding Echoes first, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. That's right. barely get the collector there. I made up for missing the collector on the first floor now. Oh, the freeze doesn't pass on? Huh, really? Really? I played that way because I assumed that freeze first wouldn't make a difference. I thought the freeze would pass on. I was wrong. Wow, okay. I thought Spellchain would copy that freeze for sure, though. Crazy. We're gonna play... Well, these guys die when I play Deep Offering. And I do play Deep Offering here. Die to the Titan's Tooth. And I can... Forced Contamination here. That'll make this Siren one-shot this enemy. Right, Siren kills the tank. Second Siren should kill the Gilded Wings with a little assist from Solgard. They kind of having trouble with the first waves because of the daze. But I think the daze is important because this is a lot of damage for Solgard to answer. I give him 20 HP per turn, which is a lot, but it's not enough for Shade Wings, truly. So we gotta be aware of that. Harness the Titan first next time, maybe. We gotta be cognizant of Solgard's HP, and we gotta be looking ahead to see what enemies we can trim from waves. And that's gonna be Echo Break's job primarily. Card's kind of nuts in a run like this because it just does 6, 7, 8 damage. You play 3 Echo Breaks, you pop an enemy like this. In that case, I played 2 Echo Breaks and I killed 2 enemies, but you get the idea. I can look ahead and I can play things like Ancient Resonance and wipe out most of a wave, saving Solgard a lot of HP in the long term. I'm really surprised that Preserve didn't pass on the freeze. I guess it makes sense because it's not an upgrade, but I feel like I've seen Spellchain copy weirder things than that. I don't know. Game, it always has some mechanics that make me go, oh wow, really? That's one of them. I think that's the first time I've ever tried that though. So this isn't like a I knew that ahead of time sort of situation. That was a new interaction for me. It's fun to discover new interactions on day, like, what is this, day 200 something? What episode is this? This is 206, I think. 206. It's almost been a year since the DLC came out. We got like, what? 5 months? 4 months? Yeah, about 5 months. I don't want Titan's Tooth. We're good. This run is chilling. We're happy. Duplicate armor. Yeah, like, Symphony of the Soul isn't the worst here, but it's not interesting. It just makes me have a lot of armor on a Siren. It doesn't really help me get to my end goal here. It's one of those takes there. Symphony of the Soul is the sort of take there where that is distracting, right? You're losing sight of your goal. The end game of this run, the win condition of this run isn't putting armor cap onto a Siren. It's cool, it's fun, but it's not what we're here to do. The win condition of this run is reaching Relentless with Solgard alive, and that's what we're looking to do. And since I don't get to put armor on Solgard, there's no reason to think about that. Take another multi-strike onto Siren, or another multi-strike Siren, I should say. And, you know, maybe I will also take another multi-strike onto Siren. But Lightstone casing would have been pretty wild if I just misspoke into the correct thing that was happening. Yeah, I mean, +3 magic power is fine. I don't need removals that heavily, so I like +3 magic power here. It might not seem like much, but it makes these Echo Breaks +3, and I said they were going to have a pretty big impact. I'm gonna cut out the Guardian Stone here. Guardian Stone and 1 foregone power go away. We're at 100 of 100, and let's get it. A little Chased Seraph action. Not really that worried about Chased. I gotta, like, most of this run is looking at enemies like this and going, yeah, I gotta be ready for that guy. Also remember now, playing... Give it a sec, I'll think of the word. Playing Forced Contamination, that's the spell. Playing Forced Contamination ahead of time is less of a good play because of Chase Seraph now as well. Chase Seraph puts a bit of a damper on that idea. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this enemy. Because the Daze is gonna get taken off, for sure. Paysarv is going to wipe this Dazed out. There's no doubt in my mind of that. Yeah, so you may as well save your Solgard a little HP. This wave I would prefer to not have. I like playing my cards, but 3 Ember Drain, I still have 1 to play with. 1 energy, that is, and that's fine. We get to play the Spell Chain version of the card or something else, whatever they show us. Spell Chain version of Echo Infusion, probably. Not really, actually there is a target for Force Contamination here, and there's no reason to not put it down, right? It's just free damage. Yeah, that's just free damage. I get 1 energy every other turn and 4 energy every other turn. We can like freeze debuffing here. My deck is mostly cheap. Solgard is barely hanging in there, also. But at this point as well in the run, if Solgard dies, we don't lose. It's just nice if Solgard lives for Relentless, but these Sirens will kill everything as well. These Sirens can take care of business. Take care of biz, as they say in the biz, as I'm sure you're all well aware. You guys are all in the biz, as I'm sure you are. I know, don't worry. Sorry, it's 46 minutes into the episode and I'm just clicking on spells. This is the commentary breakdown section of the run, where everything falls apart. This is where I become unhinged. Enter my Joker arc, if you will. Not even that, I don't want the remainder of this episode to be dead air, but there is nothing for me to say at this point, right? We're just kind of... We win. Monster Train, we win. I'm happy with this run. We scraped by, right? We scraped by and then we high rolled. That's the story of this run. We scraped by a very scary mid-game, and then we landed Founding Seal. I definitely think Founding Seal is a safe pick. It's safe to say it was the correct pick, I should say. It was the choice in over Vapor Funnel in the mid-game, because, you know, Sirens. I think the Sirens they're finicky, right? They're like, I mean, you saw the Siren before we gave it multi-strike, before we gave it the second Siren infusion, before we got Founding Seal. It was really slow. But once you get that Founding Seal or the Siren infusion laid down, they start to scale pretty well. What is it? It's 6 every spell cast? I mean, we've basically tripled the Siren's effectiveness. Yeah, how about that? Founding Seal plus infusion tripled the effectiveness of the base Siren. That's pretty good. I should have played Titan's Tooth down there. I want to ping off these damage shields, but they'll die probably. Even if they don't die, they'll blood for blood. It won't take much. This Wiltwings definitely dies, right? I played Deep Offering here. Why did I play that? I feel like that could have been really bad. Although, what would I hit that would make that really bad? Even if I hit the holdover card, the base holdover on Echo Infusion is 0. I can play it at the base level at the very least. Oh yeah, the Sirens also hit. Knock off a damage shield and I bet that all dies. 40? Why does he take... Oh, he takes 40 from the Frostbite, that's what it is. Now he'll die. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this one's pretty much a wrap though. I'm late on the Echo Infusion draw, so Solgard's a little bit lower on HP than I would like him to be here. But that piercing is big. Piercing's really important here. Knock that enemy out. I can't really pick off anything high priority here. I'm gonna knock the spell shield off of the Spikes enemy, but that enemy doesn't really represent that much damage. If Solgard dies though, he still did his job because he gets us through the first few waves, and then the Sirens are strong enough to just wipe everything else. 8 and 6 is 14. I can stop this 20. I don't know if that's enough to save solgard. That is enough to save solgard. Cool, cool. Great. Because if I save solgard here, next wave is pretty low damage. It's only, what, 14 plus 9, 23. So I can get solgard through 2 more rounds. He's definitely dying when that multi-strike wave blocks, though. Oh, buddy. I'll start working on it now, but, this guy's gonna kill. I can draw Ancient Resonance to save solgard now, but that's it. And I think the odds of drawing Ancient Resonance, because I need to kill the 20 times 2 and the 5 times 2. I think it is, you know, this isn't actually as much of a wrap as I wanted to believe it was, because if solgard dies, we're in a bit of a worse position. I think he does die here. But we bought enough time, I feel. Pop that enemy. This wave is a nightmare. Hate this wave. Yeah, solgard's dead. Long live solgard. I think we're still fine. The Siren should be able to hold this. Oh, Ancient Resonance is a great draw here. What'd I tell you? Again, just want to make sure that I think that this wave is absurd. Just absolutely ridiculous damage output. This wave does 124 damage. This wave one-shots everything. And like, obviously, you have to have an answer to this. It's crazy to me. 124. Like, whenever I think about survivability in this game, I think about this wave and I go, okay, does the one wave that the Divinity can spawn one-shot your game plan? Because if yes, that's pretty bad. You should probably try to consider that in some way. Hey, look at Echo Break here, by the way. Great card. Well, I think that wave's just absurd. I feel like I would just want to tone it back by cutting that Wilt Wings out of it and put something else there. But I don't know what you do. That wave, it's like... It kind of restructures how you feel about the Divinity as a whole. The Divinity does pretty high damage, and then I look at that wave and I go, oh, 120 in a single turn? That's crazy. Like, if you're tanking those enemies and healing it up, it's kind of... Part of the reason that I think Wendleton is so bad is because of that wave. In your best case for Wendleton, he still gets one shot by that wave if he's your front line. I just feel like that wave and a few of the other Divinity waves invalidate him. It's so hard to keep that unit alive. God damn. 124. Ugh. Well, anyway, win's a win. It's a win to be proud of, I think. I feel like a lot of the runs that I've been winning recently, the game just shows me something crazy and I play it. This one was hard. It was close, it was tight. But at the end of the day, it's a dub. We snuck out. And we take those, yeah, that's it. We take those. We snuck out of that mid-game at 16 HP. Shout out Blood for Blood. I think without it we would have died. And shout out monstertrain for infusing that Harvester of Death. You're a bitch, game. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you at the next one. Have a good one.